Yo, what's going on guys, Impulse here and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to focus on my top 6 Kalos Pokemon, which are obviously X and Y Generation 6. So this, like the previous 5 before it, it's going to follow the same kind of suit, so if you missed out on any of those, or if you're a new viewer, why don't you go and check those out. All the playlists are down in the description, and all of that good stuff. But with that being said, let's move on into the video. In the number 6 spot is Talonflame. Talonflame is a fire flying type with a weakness to water and rock and has the ability Flame Body. Until the Sun and Moon changes, it used to be higher on my list because of Gale Wings, and obviously it was very spammable. But even so, after all of that, its design's still really good. It does have decent stats in its speed, although its other stats are so-so. I think the nerf that they did to it really hurt it. So much so that I had to drop this down from whatever position it was, right down to 6. Sorry Talonflame, maybe you'll be better if there's a Generation 8. In the number 5 spot on the list is Heliolisk. It's an electric normal type with a weakness to ground and fighting, and it has the ability Dry Skin. It's on this list for pure competitive reasons. It's got nice stats in speed and special attack, and it's also got a really good ability making it immune to water type attacks. It also gets access to momentum moves such as Volt Switch, which can come in really handy and support the team. Its design's pretty funky and I like that about it. It's like the cross lizard with the hood that comes out, and it kind of reminds me of Dilophosaurus from Jurassic Park. And those things were cool. Because of those similarities, this guy's making it onto the list, so let's move on. In the 4th place spot is Sluruff. Sluruff is a fairy type with a weakness to poison and steel. It's got the ability Unburden. Sluruff's this kind of cute, adorable cake guy. And even though it can only really run one set competitively, it's a really good set, which runs Belly Drum and a Berry to utilise the Unburden ability. And I think it's kind of funny that such a cute Pokemon could be considered so dangerous. I don't think I ever saw this guy in the episodes. I probably stopped watching it by that point, and I kind of wish I saw it in the show just to see what it acted like. But even still, it's got a really cool design, and it's making it on this list because of the battles that I've had with it. In the 3rd place spot is Sylveon. Sylveon is a fairy type with a weakness to poison and steel, and it gets the ability Pixelate. Being an evolution, Sylveon's one of the fan favourites out there. It's got amazing stats in HP, special attack and special defense, and it can learn a number of moves being an evolution, giving it a lot of different roles in a team. On top of that, it's got an awesome design. The pink colouring and the ribbons really show off the fairy typing. It's just a shame we didn't get another evolution in Sun and Moon. On top of its stats and design, it also gets the ability Pixelate, which is a pretty powerful ability, boosting moves such as Hyper Voice to give them that extra kick and give them that fairy stab that they need. All in all, Sylveon's definitely one of my favourite Pokemon in the Kalos region. In the number 2 spot is the all expected starter. This time we've gone with Froakie, which is a water type, and it has a weakness to electric and grass. It also gets the ability Protean. Personally, I prefer Froakie over Greninja because of the cool aspects it showed in the show. The main thing that really pulled me in for Froakie was the Frocles, I think it was called, which is that little white mane of fluffy cloud stuff what it's got on its back. In the early episodes it really utilised it, and it was really fun. I enjoyed watching it. As it evolved, I lost a little bit of interest in it, unlike some other people, which was kind of a reverse role I guess, but that's fine, to each their own. Obviously, unlike Greninja, Froakie doesn't have much combat ability, at least in the game. In the episode it was kicking booty all over the place, which is another reason I really liked it, and of course its voice, which was also awesome. But yeah, just for all of that, it's definitely up there as a 2nd place spot in this list. So I'm definitely going to get some hate for this, but my number 1 Pokemon from the Kalos region is Cholesky. Cholesky is a steel fairy type with a weakness to ground and fire, and it's got the ability Prankster. A lot of people say that Cholesky's design is really bad, but to me it's not that bad. There are worse designs out there. Apart from the design, it's got an amazing combat ability. Its typing is really good, giving it only 2 weaknesses. And if you use Magnet Rise on your set, technically it's only got 1 weakness, and that would be to fire. But obviously it can learn a lot of moves, and Magnet Rise is kind of iffy. Thanks to the ability Prankster, it gets to act first almost every time in battle, which means it can do a number of things to your opponent before they even get a chance to act, such as Toxic, Thunderwave, Spikes, set up dual screens, Swagger if you want to take that route. There are lots of things, and I've used Clefgate a lot of times in battle, and it's never really let me down. So that is going to wrap up my top 6 Pokemon from the Kalos region in X and Y. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to show your support as always. I'll be doing my Alola list in an upcoming video, so keep an eye out for that. So stay tuned for my 7th generation list from Sun and Moon. As always, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to mash that like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters!